Well, it's week 15. Team of the week, new alumni, nation cards, a new giveaway, and a bunch of other stuff. And I messed with my face. I'm No Sleeves 12, and this is Hockey Ultimate Team News week 15. So let's start with the national cards first. Obviously, these are kind of big. They aren't the World Junior cards. These are just, honestly, just players from different countries throughout the world into the game. They do boost quite a bit of players, but this isn't an ice set or anything like that. It's just a new set that has quite a bit of improved players. So let's start with Austria and Thomas Vanek. Nothing really special here. He is a right-handed shot, pretty quick. But the thing about these cards is they do have two synergy points for each synergy they have, which is kind of key. We're going to get into a big one right here, starting with the Sidney Crosby. Canada has two. I'm going to get to the Bergeron in a second. The 93 Sidney Crosby with 2 to BU. He is a 93, but he's a left-handed shot. His stats are all great, obviously, but the thing that is key about this card is that it frees up another BU spot, so you can actually remove a card that maybe you were hanging on to, like Naslund or someone like that, so that you can now get rid of, because obviously he does have BU, and you don't really need to save it for another card. Next, we've got the 91 Patrice Bergeron. This is actually a comp season reward. I'll get into that in the comp season section. He's got 95 speed, but his shot's under 90. But the main thing about this Bergeron is obviously his face-off. Now, if you have the For the Boys synergy, the team synergy turned on, he's got damn near 99 face-off, which is fantastic whenever you need to win a draw for sure, like penalty kill or even the power play. So this is definitely a good card to go after, but it is only in comp seasons. Lastly, from Canada, we've got the 88 Jordan Eberle. Cool card. It is in packs. He's got 95 speed. His shot's just under 90. He's got really good hands, though. 91 deking, and does have 2 to the dangler zone synergy. So he could be a kind of light Patrick Kane, and the added benefit of the fact that he's a right-handed shot, which again is pretty rare as you get higher up with the higher-end cards. On to the checks. This is probably the most valuable card in my mind. His synergies, he doesn't have BU or anything like that, but Call the Shot is a fantastic synergy. But he's also got 99 speed and over 90 shot. His hands are 95. He's a fantastic card, but the added benefit, he's probably one of the best right-handed cards in the game currently. The problem is that he's going for all these 93 overall cards are going for like 1.1 mil currently. The draw rate on these cards is kind of crazy. So unless you've got a ton of coins, it's going to be a while before you can get your hands on one if you're not hut rich. Next up for the checks, we've got Jakub Voracek. He's a really big player, so that does add a little bit of an advantage. He's only got 94 speed with the speedster synergy. He's almost up to very high end as far as speed goes. His shots average, with the accuracy being in the low 80s. It's not a bad card, but he is left-handed, so there isn't that many great left-handed cards he's going to replace. But if you can pack him, I would probably sell him. He's honestly going to be worth more in coins than he is on your team. Next up, we've got the 86 overall Frederik Andersen from Denmark. He's got great synergies. He's one of the best goaltenders now in the game as far as synergies go. 2 to BU and 2 to the Beauty. Frees up a ton of space. I'm a little curious of why his rating is only an 86. You'll see why in a second, because he's having a fantastic year. He's gigantic in net, so if anyone that's worried about the size of the goalie being the most important thing, he's obviously a big goaltender, so he wouldn't be bad if you can get him. On to Finland with obviously the 93 overall Teemu Selanne. He's not as good as his 94 card. I mean, he does get 2 to call the shot, but his stats are just under what he is with the 94 card, so it does impact his value. He's actually one of the cheaper 93s so far, and again, it's because he has a 94 card available, so the people that already have that card, he obviously holds no value to them. So he is under a mil currently on PlayStation. Might be someone that you want to go after if you do have the coins. Next up, we've got an 89 Kasperi Kapanen. He's not in packs. He's actually in the comp season, and it's a very good reward. The rewards for comp seasons during the holidays are fantastic. Again, I'll get in that a little bit later. He's got 2 to Dangler Zone, which is pretty good. Again, any of these cards that have the +2 synergies obviously going to add an added benefit of removing other cards that you don't really need anymore for synergy use. He is right-handed. His speed is a little on the lower end because it's just over 90. His shot's pretty good. He's one of the cooler cards in the game, obviously, just because it's Kasperi Kapanen, so I am glad they threw someone like him in because he did deserve an upgrade, but he is, again, right-handed shot, so it is worth going after, and there is a very interesting way on how to get him. And lastly, from Finland, we've got the 88 overall UC Saros. This is why I was a little curious about the 86 Frederick Anderson. But again, EA does kind of predetermine these cards prior to the year before launch or just early on. So that's why some of these cards will kind of be a little odd. But this one in particular, he's shorter. His stats or his synergies aren't all that great. For the boys is good, but It's a Trap is meh when it comes to when you can have Burner or the Beauty. So I would probably sell him if I did pack him. Next from Germany, we've got the 93 overall Leon Draisaitl. He's a very big player, so that kind of adds an added bonus. He's got For the Boys, which is a good synergy again, and then his speed's above 95 and his shot is all above 90. This is a very, very good card. He obviously isn't someone you'd want to use on center because he's only got 80 overall face-off, as far as right wings go, he would be a pretty good card to pick up. Next, we've got from Norway, Mats Zuccarello. He's got 2 to the Speedster synergy, which is fantastic. He's basically a high-end 90 speed with 97 overall, and his shot is all under 85, which is a little, mediocre at this point. But if you can get him for under 100K, this would be a good card as far as upgrading your team as far as left wings go because he does have end-game speed. Onto the Russians, we've got the 93 Evgeny Malkin. Great card. Again, he's a bigger player. He's got 96 speed and all over 92 shots, so it's fantastic. He's got 2 For the Boys, so that's a good synergy to have for your team. This would be a great card, but again, all these 93s are going for over $1 million currently. Next, we've got the 88 Sergei Gonchar. Big body. He is just over 90 speed and then just under 90 shot. He is a pretty good card with 2 to Breakout Master, which is 3 to acceleration and wrist shot power, which is good. But again, I wouldn't go and blow your bank on him just because he is a little bit slower, and you could have a forward with more speed on the back end if that's what you're looking for. On to Slovakia, obviously Marian Hossa is going to be one of the cards with 2 to call the shot as well as 96 speed. His shot is a little hit or miss, 91 power but under 87 accuracy for wrist shot and power, which is kind of a little lower for a 93 overall card, but again, 2 to call the shot is a good synergy to have. So he would obviously be a card if you're going to spend the mill, he wouldn't be the one I would go after. Moving on, we've got the 88 Mammoth Zdeno Chara, obviously one of the biggest cards in the game. His speed is just under 90, but again, you're going to use him to close off lanes and things like that. He's one of the biggest cards in the game and has a good shot with the 90 overall shot power. His accuracy is ridiculous at 74. Again, he's going to be expensive because it's Zdeno Chara. I really wouldn't spend all my money on it, but because you could just get his Zadarov and, kind of have the same effect. On to Sweden, we've got the 93 overall Henrik Zetterberg. Obviously a cool card to have because it's Henrik. He's got a 96 speed roughly, and his shot's all over 90, so it is very good. He is left-handed, though, kind of hinders his value just because there's so many good left-handed shots. So I would, again, one of the lower-tier 93 overalls. Now you've got the 88 overall Victor Hedman. This is honestly one I would pass on just because his speed's all under 90 and his shot isn't good enough to justify spending the coins you're going to have to spend to grab him. You could just put someone faster on the back end. I mean, it is Victor Hedman. He's fantastic, but I would really avoid this card. And lastly, onto the States, we've got the 93 TJ Oshie. He's got 2 for the Beauty, 98 overall speed, which is fantastic, and then all over 90 shot. Again, great card to have, and he shoots right. This would be one I would go after if you're looking to spend coins. Then we've got the 90 Zach Parise, 97 speed. His shot's all under 87, though, so kind of weak on that, and he is left-handed. He's got 2 For the Boys, so, I mean, if you're looking to get that synergy, he is obviously beneficial there, but, again, nothing crazy here. And then lastly, we've got the 88 Jack Johnson, 94 speed. His shot is a mess, though. Again, if you're looking for actual defensemen, I would just rather put forwards on there, but because he's got 94 speed, he is obviously beneficial there because he does have pretty good top-end speed. I want to mention, guys, if you see any players that I don't talk about, either be Team of the Week or Prime Time or anything like that, it's because if I just don't see value in going out and acquiring them, they're worth more to have in coins so you can invest in other players just for future reference. So there's some nation cards I didn't go over just because I don't really think they're worth getting or holding on to. If you do pack them, I'd rather just sell them. So let's talk comp seasons because it's fantastic, this one. Obviously, EA, because it is the holidays, they want to go above and beyond. So if you get inside the top 100, you're going to get that 91 Patrice Bergeron, perfect for your third, fourth lines if you have a higher end team. But obviously because he has 99 faceoff, basically it's a great card all around. Anywhere within from 100 to 250, you're going to get that 90 overall Zach Parise, and then 251 to 500 gets the 89 Kasperi Kapanen. Really cool card. So I mean, even if you place inside the top 500, you're going to get a great card. Plus, you get an ultimate pack and a gold plus pack. 500 to 1000 gets the giant ultimate pack. And then basically, just as you go on, it's just crazy the rewards this season. Again, obviously, just because of the holiday, so EA wants to kind of get back a little bit. So it's a great time to play comp seasons. Now, this does end January 4th, so it doesn't just end next week, and, you can only play if you have time. This goes all the way till January 4th. Great job by EA in regards to the comp seasons. So this weekend's Hut Champs, you're going after the 93 Theo Fleury. Next week, we're getting the 93 Mike Modano with 99 speed. This one's kind of a wash because there's already the 92 out. It's kind of a letdown when it comes to Hut Champs, but again, only the top 5 get it, so it's nothing gigantic. On to this week's alumni. It is the Hartford Whalers. Again, most of these you're never going to use, and you can sell them for a little bit above what normal gold rares go for. So the 82 Robert Cron, the 84 Andrew Castles, who I actually remember from Vancouver. He's the only one that I actually know as far as from watching. Then we've got the 85 Greg Millen. He's so small in net. He does have one to BU, but just not worth it in my mind. Again, you could just sell these. Then we've got the 86 Blaine Stoughton, and then the 89 overall this week is Mark Howe, whose shot is pretty good, up in the high 80s, but his speed is, again, just too slow to justify using and no really good synergy, so you can pass on all these unless you're a big fan. Just want to talk my weekly giveaway for a second, guys. Scabs did win. He was actually in my Twitch stream when I pulled it. So, guys, if you haven't watched these videos in the recent little while, every Friday I pull a $20 winner for either Xbox or PSN as long as you're in the States. All you've got to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel and put your console and gamer tag in the comments section down below. That's it. That's all. $20 every week, guys. So, just want to throw that out there. And on to this week's Team of the Week. We've got the 87 Jack Eichel, over 94 speed, just under 87 shot with face-off master. Not a bad card, but again, one I wouldn't just go and blow everything on. He is right-handed. That does make him more valuable. Then we've got the 90 overall Mark Scheifele, 96 speed, and just under 90 shot with the It's a Trap synergy. Great card. 89 Mikko Rantanen, 94 speed. Want to see him a little bit faster before you really invest, and then an average shot. And we've got the 88 Sebastian Aho, who's just cruising along since the game launched. There hasn't been a card I don't think that's increased as much as he has. So we've got the 94 speed and 86 shot with Dangler Zone, making his deking just under 90. It's not a bad card. Then we've got the 93 Connor McDavid, which kind of hinders the value of the other McDavids, but 99 speed, over 90 shot, and then his face-off is where the Master Set McDavid is much more valuable. He does have burner, though. Then we've got his teammate, the 87 overall Leon Draisaitl, 90 speed, under 87 shot. I would kind of avoid this one, just not valuable enough to invest in. Then on defense, we've got, for the 8 millionth time, we've got the 88 Mark Giordano, who's just having a season. Over 92 speed. He is a left-handed shot on defense, so, it is a little bit less valuable there. But, again, he's over 90 speed if you're looking to do actual defense on defense. The 88 Dustin Byfuglien, just too slow in my opinion. Then we've got the 82 Darnell Nurse, and then the 82 Rasmus Dahlin honestly hurt Dahlin's Evo value because obviously the 80 comp season, if it does come back, he's no longer viable. Then in net, we've got the 79 Jakob Markstrom, who is huge at 6'6", but his synergies aren't all that great, so I would probably just try and sell. Let's quickly discuss the new prime times and milestones this week that are at the higher end. The 88 Nikolai Ehlers with Speedster gives him great speed, but his shot is kind of mediocre, and he is left-handed, so I'd probably pass on this, especially considering he's going for like 130K. There's just better ways to invest your coins. Next, we've got the 88 Carey Price. This is going to be a popular card with BU, and the fact that it's Carey Price and he's gigantic. It's a great goaltender to grab. It's going to be expensive, though. And we've got the 90 Austin Matthews. This is a great card again. He just shoot left, though, but his speed's good enough. His shot's just under 90. With Dangler Zone, it's not a bad synergy to have, but he is going to cost a ton because he is awesome. And lastly, let's talk on the new daily Christmas released cards. Again, I'm just going to go over the ones that I think you should go after. The other ones, if you do pack them, I would just sell them for coins. Kicking things off is the Christmas 88 overall Claude Giroux. He's right-handed, so it is valuable. His speed is above 94, so that's great. His shot's a little weak, but again, because he's right-handed, that does make up for it. Next, we've got the 90 overall Alex Pietrangelo. He does have BU. His speed is above 93. His shot's a little weak, but he is a right-handed defenseman, so that is valuable. If you're looking to put defense on defense, he's definitely a card to go after, or if you pack, I'd probably keep him. And lastly, we've got the 85 William Nylander. They're looking to find any way to upgrade his card, so he does have 92 speed. His shot's a little average, but he is right-handed again, so that is valuable, and he is a little bit cheaper than normal. He's only looking at about 30K and under. It's not a bad card to go after. He is pretty quick, so. Alright guys, so that does it for Hut News Week 15. Make sure you get into this week's giveaway. I pull it on stream around 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday on my Twitch channel. Links down below. All you've got to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure you put your console and gamer tag in the comments section down below. Again, guys, thank you for watching. I'm NoSleeves12. You guys have a great Christmas.